stop is Central Charter Street.
Words are the key to the world. Wherever we look, they give us the what, where, how, and why. But 7 million Australian adults are living in a very different world.
Welcome to my life. Seeing lots of words everywhere and not knowing what word is what is frustrating as hell.
It's Australia's hidden epidemic. A staggering 43% of adults lack the basic literacy skills to navigate normal life.
At 18, I was diagnosed with dyslexia. I don't know what I wrote. They said that I had the reading capability of a 7-year-old.
My reading ability is 0. At school, I actually wanted to kill myself because I just felt like I was useless.
They find themselves lost in a world dominated by words.
I always get a bit flustered going on the train. I'll misread it. Sometimes I'll just come up onto a platform that I have no idea where I am. Shit! I don't quite know where I'm going.
It's a world where the ordinary becomes impossible.
For 4 years, I've been trying to get my driver license because I don't know how to write.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
A world where dreams have evaporated.
Hate it when I'm in libraries. There's so many good books that look interesting that I want to read, but I know that I'll never get through it.
Felt very different from the other kids. You're different and kids don't always get it.
What does this say here? Orange? If I could just do it, it would be so much easier, but I can't do it. This is not working for me.
Now, 8 brave adults are facing their fears and going back to the classroom.
It will be confronting. This opportunity is just the beginning of the rest of your life.
With a modern new approach designed by leading literacy teachers.
That's how I would break it up. Maybe there is a way to make it easier.
And challenging real-world tests.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to read that.
Just be you.
Will this intensive 9-week program finally give them the skills to decode the world around them?
This is going to be one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Mike.
This is their chance to shed the shame.
Doing this for myself and for my son, prove to him that, like, you work hard for whatever you want and you'll get it.
And transform their lives forever.
If I had to tell my younger self one thing, it would be that you are enough.
I'm so excited to tell you that you've increased an entire level of reading in just 9 weeks.
I'm 60 years old. You know, I don't want to be Prime Minister. I don't want to be nothing. I just want to learn to read and write.
Stepping back into the classroom, I'm nervous. It's going to be, once again, back at the classroom.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Reading and learning how to read, that really makes me feel like, oh, again, I'm going to not like sitting down and trying to read. Full stop. I hate reading.
I didn't even know I had a hearing loss until I got to year 7. Missing out on some of the sounds and words, I think that's had a big impact on my learning.
I've never read a book, a newspaper or a website or a long page on Facebook. I've never done that in my life. It's not a nice feeling.
Hey guys.
I'm nervous I might not learn anything. That has always been my fear. Nothing's going to sink in.
I think I've ever been at the front of my life. Yeah, whatever.
Wow, hello everyone. Welcome to class.
Hello.
Just hands up all those who are feeling a little nervous right now. We have every right to feel a little nervous now, okay? Over 7 million people understand exactly how you feel. 43% of Australian adults lack the necessary literacy skills to get through every day. Marketing. What is your greatest challenge?
You get judged a lot. So judgment is a big thing. Being judged.
Not being able to read and write at school, especially high school, that was sometimes really difficult. Kids started noticing, got teased a little bit, to the point where you're actually physically sick.
They've already painted a picture of you before you've even told them who you are yet. You know, like they always said, oh, he can't do that because he can't read. You don't know that. I can do that. I just can't do it how you do it.
Happens all the time.
It will be confronting because what you are doing is saying, I'm not perfect. To be honest, I've also, growing up, struggled in just reading, and I just couldn't comprehend what I was reading. Children's books saved me.
What do we have here? And there's a book.
My epiphany came when I joined the cast of Play School. And the story goes like this. It was only when I started reading children's books and communicating ideas.
It's me, Lion.
Not only did it improve my reading, but also my comprehension and also my confidence.
It's me.
This classroom and these lessons are about you. There's an old Japanese saying that the best time to grow a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now.
Yeah, this is exciting. And yeah, it's a good opportunity. It would be stupid not to be here. It's very exciting.
Now, as much as I would love to be able to be your tutor, I feel that the end result would probably be that we will all be in the front of the principal's office by the end of the day. So, your adult literacy teacher is amazing. Give him a round of applause. Yeah! Hey, brother.
Hey, good to meet you.
Nice boots.
I love those boots.
Thanks, Jay. I'm Adam. I've been teaching adult literacy for about 12 or 13 years now. I'm passionate about words, passionate about reading, passionate about writing, and I absolutely love teaching. It looks a bit like school, but it's not school. We're all adults here. We really want to learn in many, many ways. Not just writing, not just reading, but doing. To help us get to know you better, I'm going to ask you to write a little bit about yourself. The more you tell us, the better we can tailor a package for you. Don't be nervous. Doesn't matter if it's one word, doesn't matter if it's 10 words. Just tell us something about you.
It's like your first day at school.
I haven't been in a classroom since I was about 14.
What was school like for you, mate? Awful. Worst thing I've ever done in my life. I couldn't write a full sentence. I was crying every day. I actually wanted to kill myself because I just didn't... I knew I had this problem, but I knew I could go so much further. My brain just wasn't working.
Mike was a young boy when he was diagnosed with a genetic condition.
I had a thing called Fragile X, where it's slight autism. I couldn't understand how to learn. I just struggled. Doing the simplest thing is just taking a bus to school. I had to take a taxi, and I just felt like I was useless. And it was a horrible feeling.
His parents took him out of school at 14 to be homeschooled.
And it took me a long time to my 20s when I realised it's who I am. I can do anything. Is that right? Read. Yeah.
Mike's chosen a profession that doesn't require him to read and write.
Like climb trees, removal, dead wooding, stump grinding. I was learning a trade where I didn't have to read anything. Working in trees gave me a purpose.
He now lives in Sydney with his fiancée, Rachel.
The future for me is just to be able to get by that little bit easier with just everyday life and not have to put the stress on somebody else to read something for me all the time. To even write my vows for our wedding day. I've always struggled and I'm tired of struggling.
Well, maybe could you start, Mike?
Yeah.
Thank you.
First one is I would like to read or write a book. I am 29 years old. And the other one is I like to surf. Probably says something different there.
Hey, that's okay.
That was really tiring. You can all feel the pain of what it's like not to be able to do those certain things.
Yeah, my name is Lamin. I liked cars and I like to get my license.
Hello, my name is Shania. I'm from the south coast of New South Wales, from a little town called, named Eden. My spelling's not the best though. I kind of got stuck on a little bit in my own head thinking, what is it? Like the word that I'd written, and realised that I'd spelt it wrong.
Apprentice carpenter from Western Sydney, originally from New Zealand, and I want to be able to improve my spelling and writing.
My name is Markety. I am a mum of 2. I love being creative. I would like to have dreams again.
I'm Charisse. I'm on a journey to learn to read and write, but also a journey to discover more about myself. I hate writing because it's so tiring and stressful. I can't control my emotions, guys.
Would you like to share anything with us? I'm not putting you on the spot. If you say no, that's cool too.
Not out loud.
Not out loud, not at the moment. No, that's okay. That's a big fear, I understand that. Do you want to have a go at reading?
Reading out loud is terrifying. I get really anxious, so I start stuttering. My name is Shell. I'm 29. Every day I have a moment where I feel dumb, like I won't succeed at anything, and I want to feel better about myself and my dyslexia.
Wow.
Can I just get something off my chest?
Absolutely.
Can I just tell you something, please? Sorry. So I don't know you from a bar of soap, but I've heard you say you feel dumb a few times. I've felt that feeling before too, but there is so many things that we can't do, that you can do, only you can do. So you're not completely dumb, sis, because there's so many things out there that we thrive and do so much better than anybody else. So we are not dumb. I feel for everybody.
Thank you very much.
But not one of us are dumb. I teach that to my son. If I was wearing a hat, I'd take my hat off to you. To everybody here. You know, like, yeah. Yeah, no, like they're real good people and genuine people. And I'm happy that we're all in this together.
It's time for the 8 participants to finally confront and conquer their fears. Designing and overseeing the 9-week program is Jo Medlin, the president of the Australian Council for Adult Literacy. She's been working with this vital issue for almost 3 decades.
Unlike when we're teaching children, we don't go in with a set curriculum into an adult literacy class because we want to do an individualised program with everyone. Finding out what skills they have and then planning a program around that.
So, before the learning can begin,
Hello, how are you?
the students will be individually assessed on their current literacy level.
So what we're going to do is not a test. So think of it as showing us what you can do.
In Australia, literacy levels span from level 1 to level 5.
If you're in level 1 or level 2, you're really struggling with everyday activities. To be really competent and working independently, you really need to be at the top of level 3 and starting to go into level 4. Level 4 and 5, it's really that higher level skill, maybe like in a higher level university course.
How do you go about assessing such a diverse group of people?
What I did was design an assessment that took us through those levels, taken real tasks that they will come across and working out where their strengths are and where their gaps are.
And just draw a line to the one you think matches.
Order.
Have a go. What type of transport is this?
I think it's trams. Is the G? No, not trams. Sorry, that's
Goat.
I can read it, but I don't get it.
So how did our students fare? Mike and Lamine have scored below the lowest level of the literacy scale. They are at pre-level.
We're talking about people who are not able to read the everyday words around us. A sign, can I park my car here? What's this restaurant? I can't read the name of that unless I know it. And it's a barrier to anything more complex, like filling in a form or applying for something.
An astounding 620,000 Australian adults face the same issues as Mike and Lamine. Jared, Shania and Markete scored at level 2.
Jared can write a paragraph. I can see that there are spelling mistakes, but it's legible.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. To be honest, I can't read it.
Right, right.
There you go.
30% of the Australian adult population is at level 2. That's about 5 million people.
It's a difficult level to be at. Really basic things like applying for Centrelink or applying for a job are difficult.
Charisse, Celia and Shelley have just crept into the beginning of level 3. About 38% of Australia's adult population sit at this level.
Charisse, Celia and Shelley all surprise me because their confidence is just absolutely lacking. And so for anybody who's a little bit hesitant, it becomes like a big barrier to them. What sort of things would you like to be able to read that you can't read now?
Job descriptions, recipes, bills or legal documentation.
So that initial assessment is really about working out where are you now and where can you go next. So now a bit more reading.
Words are really important. I love to listen, to have...
Too hard? You want to stop? You want to take a breath?
I'm opening up this private side that I've struggled for most of my life that never opened up.
Yeah, I was upset. It's only because I'm a really, really private person. It's just really hard to do it in front of people.
Yeah. You ready?
You know, it's been 16, 17 years since school, so it was overwhelming to show that. I really don't like. It's a big step. I'm doing this because I want to improve. I have to improve for, you know, to set an example for my family, for my little ones. It's the only reason why I'm doing this.
Morning.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
We're back.
Our 8 students have one thing in common with 7 million Australians. They lack the reading and writing skills to get through everyday life.
When I first came to Australia, I had some really, really funny stories. I was looking for like an apartment, like a shared home situation. And I had found this one place and the guy was really lovely on the phone and got there and he opened the door and he was butt naked. And he's like, didn't you read the ad? It said that I was a nudist. I didn't read that.
You gotta laugh about it, like, you really got to, like, otherwise it will get you down.
Question that I've always wanted to ask was, what's the difference between teaching adult literacy and children's literacy?
Immediate need is what adults have. They actually want a real skill that they can use as soon as they go out the door.
So that's why today's class is all about goal setting.
Hey everyone. Hello. And thanks for all being back. Today we're going to set some goals. And all of us have different goals. And it helps Joe and I plan where we want to go.
Thank you.
We want to make our goal specific and achievable. Sort of really got to make you happy at the end. You know, if you're really excited by this, it's going to be the better goal.
I've always wanted to be a police officer. Trying to get to the police force is my biggest worry, with like the paperwork side of it and like reading side of it all.
I want to investigate getting into the police force to help children. Wow. Does it mean something to you?
Yeah.
It does. Well, then it's worth doing. Mike, one thing you mentioned before was that you'd love to be able to go to a restaurant, look at a menu,
And actually know what's on it.
and actually read the menu.
Yeah. Just, I think if I can read, especially reading for me is not good. When I go to a restaurant, I'd never read a menu. My fiancée helps me every day. My goal is to order a meal for my fiancée, Rach, in a restaurant. It's achievable.
I like to get my driver license.
Yep.
I like to get my learners because I've been there nearly 50 times. I can't get it because lack of the reading and writing.
There's a number of reasons for literacy gaps as an adult. You might have had issues going on at home, sort of traumatic experience. You might have missed out some of the very early building blocks through illness, or perhaps you had interrupted schooling.
I go to school. I think I finished my school primary 3. I have to work, look after the family.
At school, we have sequential learning. So if you miss out those very early stages, then things get more and more difficult.
Makati, talk to me. What would you like to work on in the next 8 weeks?
To read chapter books.
Chapter books?
I would love to learn how to read a book to my kids and not struggle. Yeah, that would be nice. Because when I read to my kids, you look at the picture and you make up a story and kind of guess what the story is about.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, a really lovely goal would be not dreading to do schoolwork with my child. Okay, want to get your pencil? Okay. Georgie's got spelling words. Mummy doesn't know half the words in this one. Do you know this one?
No.
I don't know it either. I'm just typing in the word that I don't know into the dictionary so it can say it back to us.
Graph.
Oh, that word says graph. You want to write it?
Graph. Is that how you spell it?
Looks like it. It's a bit of a process, isn't it, Georgie? No kid likes homework, and then also they lose patience fast because I got to try and figure it out as well.
Are we finished doing homework?
No, we still got to do some more. They're probably very easy for a child.
But they're hard for you?
Yeah, yeah.
She doesn't even know how to do it.
It's week 2 of the adult literacy program, and today, Charlie's stepping out of her comfort zone in order to get to class.
Taking public transport is sort of a double-edged sword for me. It's really good because I don't have to drive, but it's also bad because I will be looking at, a train timetable and I'll misread it. I kind of get overwhelmed by the fact that there's a whole chunk of, there's just text, all this text and there's numbers and, I sometimes end up finding myself on the wrong platform. Luckily, the actual train trip isn't too long. It's actually when I get to Central itself, I don't know where it's going to, sometimes I don't know where it's going to throw me off at.
Next stop, Mayfair.
I am on the right one. It's always a little bit of worry. I have put myself on the wrong train before. The next step is getting on the platform. I'm really hoping it's platform 22 because that's one I know.
Circular Quay, St James and Museum. The next train to arrive.
I'm on 17.
17 goes to City Circle via Town Hall. First stop.
We're on platform 17, which isn't the platform I usually get off at. And I don't quite know where I'm going. When I'm out in public and I'm having, a bad day, I can't do something. I feel really sick in my guts and really nervous, and I just want to run away and escape because it's a situation I don't know how to get out of. I don't know how to get to Chalmers Street.
Sorry?
Chalmers?
Chalmers Street, you have to go down and you have to turn here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Downstairs, turn right. Downstairs, turn right. I'm looking for C exit 6. I know where I am now. Exit 6. Exit 6. Yeah, no, public transport and I don't have the best relationship, but I am trying to get better at it. Uber's great.
Time to get learning.
Hi, Joe.
Hello.
What an outfit.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So Joe and I are going to be here today, so it's a big day.
As well as overseeing the course, Joe will assist Adam in class with some one-to-one tutoring to help meet the needs of the varying literacy levels of the students.
How'd you get in today? How was getting into... I can see some faces.
I came to the wrong platform.
Oh. But you're here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Shania, unfortunately, didn't make it to class today.
As adult educators, how do you go about trying to give them the skills that will enable them to create a new life for themselves?
Because some people come into it thinking the reading and writing, it's just magic. As teachers, we take the magic away and just say, well, here's a toolbox that you need to actually break apart words and break them into their sound. A,
B, C.
So, to kick off the course, teachers Adam and Joe are taking the class back to basics.
X, Y, Z.
Beautiful.
Smashed it.
Smashed it. Smashed it. Well done. How many letters are there?
Is it 26?
26. Count them.
24?
No,
25?
I always thought 24.
24.
13 plus 13.
13 plus 13, which is?
26.
26. OK, good. There are 26 letters in the alphabet. Now here's the hard part. Now we need to know the sound that they make.
A.
Someone cursing someone?
I would never, ever sound out a word in front of somebody. Like, that's just something that you just don't do because there's always judgment. And that's probably my biggest hang-up is judgment.
Say this word, mat. So we're going to call that the short sound. Mat. So what does this say?
Mate.
Oh, mate.
Mate.
It changes from the short sound to the long sound.
Is it common for the E to change the sound.
It's very common.
Q. I'm only just starting to realise that I memorise all my words. I actually don't know the sound.
Oh, is that right? Which works for words that you have seen, but doesn't help you with words you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. People who aren't confident at reading and writing think that we memorise every word and just know them like that. They don't realise that we're using, you know, syllables or other strategies to write things. When they finally understand that it's eye-opening for them.
I just about had it. You're starting to trust the process. I just kind of had like an aha moment, like, oh, she broke it down in a way that I could understand.
Cape.
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 Pine.
Like, it's a completely different experience than what it used to be like, because everyone in that room can relate.
Over the next few weeks, Marketer and the other students' newfound skills will be put to the test.
We will need to create a shopping list
as they confront the reality of reading and writing
table salt
in the outside world.
How are we doing?
So close to be fucking launching this fucking pad out.
Mike.
For the past 2 weeks, our adult learners have been attending class 3 times a week
Lots of forms.
to reconnect them with the written world.
What about a Medicare form?
I can keep it, mate.
I can keep it.
Keep that one.
Teaching adults is challenging because they've got a short amount of time. Don't try and remember letter, letter, letter. Remember in chunks, ped, go, and then G.
We want to get people writing, we want to get people reading, remembering words. A lot of words, Mike, huh?
It's a lot of words.
Tell me the ones you know.
The stress level's going up. Trying to retain that information.
What research shows us is that just the very fact of starting a course and coming to a couple of sessions changes the way that that person interacts with literacy in the world.
You're now hearing the first 2 letters
Yeah.
and starting that. You didn't do that before.
No.
So that's fantastic.
No.
Bye, guys. Thanks, guys. See ya.
You learn some strategies. When you go back outside the classroom, you're seeing the world in a different way and starting to interact with literacy, and you're not as afraid.
So now, at the start of their 3rd week, it's time to practice those newfound skills in a real-world challenge.
Come on in, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Hello. Hey. Fancy seeing you here.
Welcome, everyone. It is lovely to see you. Now, unfortunately, Shania couldn't be with us today, but I am so glad that you all could be here. I know that you've got a couple of classes under your belt, and I thought I would just see how you were getting on. So I thought the best way to do that would be to do something that you do every single day, to cook a meal for me. As of all those who cook at home. Does anyone follow recipes, or do you just use the force?
Yeah, I don't do it. I make it up as I go along.
You make it up as you go along?
Yeah.
I mean, if I gave you a recipe, would you be able to read a recipe?
No. No.
Makeri, do you make shopping lists?
No,
No.
never.
Well, that's fantastic. You know, you mentioning shopping lists, because we are standing in front of a culinary school, a cooking school. But in order to go into the cooking school, we will need to create a shopping list. I am going to dictate to you a list of ingredients, some of which you will need to make your meals today. Have your pen and paper out.
I'll try and help you.
So I will work together.
Are you ready? Okay. Unsalted butter. 1 litre full cream milk. Tell me if I'm going too fast. Table salt.
Too fast.
Caster sugar.
Cast. Yeah.
Plain flour.
With the students at varying literacy levels, this exercise will stretch some more than others.
Diced kangaroo.
What?
Baking powder. How are we doing? Good?
Awful. Oh, I've missed them all.
Well, I'll help you.
I've got you.
Copy.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Just do the best you can. Fettuccine. Fettuccine. Thyme. Deli counter prosciutto.
Shoot.
How long is this list?
And the last one, oyster sauce.
Oh, mate, I was so close to be fucking launching this fucking pad out.
Mike,
Oh.
we've got him. Don't stress. Come here.
That was really frustrating. So I can see how he's even more frustrating.
Getting reminded every day I'm the guy who can't read and write. I feel less of a man, I feel a burden, I feel stupid.
You know?
It's just fucking...
It's just...
I know to help him, but it's just embarrassing. I don't like... It's not how I do it.
Yeah, I know. But yeah.
But
Look,
I own it. But how I would own it is do it my way.
I read into my phone. This phone I've got is the best phone I've ever bought in my life. Like, it just made my life 10 times easier.
I mean, I understand, man. I understand. You can use your phone.
Really upsetting. I do try, I really, really, really try. I just can't do it.
Mike, like, I totally get it. It's frustrating as fuck. Yeah.
I spent my whole life finding a different way to not read something.
I understand writing it down is some people's way, but I'm still trying to work out what the first two things he said.
As adults, it's perfectly valid to use whatever means you have to negotiate through the world. But what we really need people to do is to be able to have backup strategies. We need them to read and write.
The interesting thing will be what happens in there. Okay, let's go shopping.
I'm not going to sit there and struggle. I'll find a way to do it my way.
Armed with a shopping list of ingredients for the cooking challenge ahead,
Okie dokie.
can our students find what they're looking for in this sea of words? Margaret did have a go at writing a shopping list, but her level of literacy has created some problems.
I don't know what I wrote. All of it's gibberish. Oh no, there was something about deli. I don't know what that says. Go to the deli, and it might make me remember. Shopping can be frustrating.
Mike has one of the lowest literacy levels in the group, so it's important to give him the support he needs to keep him eager to learn and the confidence to do so.
Mike?
How are you doing, mate?
So, why don't you just grab out your phone?
Yeah.
I'll dictate it to you.
Yep.
And then we'll go from there. Okay, table salt, unsalted butter, plain flour.
All I need is somebody to just read it to me and work together, and I can do it.
So, just walk me through, how would you go about doing this? Now, you would just listen to it?
I would just be... So first thing I'm gonna do is go and find table salt. You see the words over here?
Yeah.
I just spend time on my text message on notes, just write it down and then listen to it so I know where they are.
I don't look at the word, I look at everything else but the word. It's frustrating as hell, but it works.
All I want to say is that you had some lessons under your belts. You've got your technique.
Yeah.
We'll add a bit of our technique to it and see if we can mutate something so that you can, you know, use something that that will get you through the day and probably the rest of your life.
Yeah, definitely. It's all new tools.
Good luck.
So, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Welcome to my life. This is my life. Seeing lots of words everywhere and not knowing what word is what.
70% cocoa bar. Something like a chocolate bar.
Unlike Mike, Shelley was able to write a list, but it's not quite making sense.
I'm trying really hard not to be overwhelmed by all the words. It's fine. Stop getting upset about this. And the words all kind of get mixed in together and you just get overwhelmed by all the different colours and just they mesh. Yeah.
For some in the group, like Celia, visual clues are a common workaround to reading.
Ah, that's the one I was looking for. That one. I know that oyster sauce because it has a panda on it.
But things get harder when products don't look that different.
Spice sections are so scary. It's like so many words.
Is it, so it's alphabetical order, so what are you looking for?
Is it? Oh my God. didn't know that the spices were in alphabetical order. That makes it so much easier. Thyme leaves. That's crazy. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I know that it's not spelt right, but what I've just noticed is that they've stuck it in alphabetical order. So, yeah, you can figure it out. Thyme, leaves, that's talcum. That's talcum. I don't know. I'll ask about that one.
In another aisle,
70% cocoa chocolate bar.
Mike braves about with only my voice as company.
Extra virgin olive oil.
And some of the classwork is being put to practical use.
Caster sugar, caster sugar.
Mike is using what he learnt in class, breaking down the words and sounds.
Caster,
But he's not yet confident with his newfound ability.
Sometimes it's just when you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. So I've just write this word down, because I know that one says sugar. Sugar. It takes forever.
Caster.
Got it. It's tricky. It's like going up a hill and you've got loads of weights behind you and you can't get up the hill. It's like that. It's the same with reading and writing. I just can't do it. Do you know where the flower is?
Flower?
Yeah.
You're stirring it.
Oh, cheers. There you go. Easy. Thank you. So you get there every time.
Baking flour.
With the same literacy level as Mike, Lamine is having similar struggles.
I don't write so list. I don't write any list because I don't know how to write, you know? But I have good memory. Baking powder. Yeah.
But today, his first attempt at a shopping list appears to be working.
Brother.
Hey, I'm here.
Let me have a look.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you obviously got your own style of writing.
Yeah, own style, yeah.
So
now, to me, it looks like a random collection of letters.
Baking flour.
Yeah.
And the table salt, nectarine.
Right.
But it works for him.
And
so what's that one there? Do you know?
This one here?
Yeah, this one here.
Flash in time or something like that. Yeah.
I think you did pretty well.
Yeah. I think so. I never write shopping lists.
As final items get crossed off the lists,
Caster sugar.
Sugar, flour, baking powder.
Cinnamon sticks.
there's just one remaining on Mike's recorded list.
Unsalted butter.
Hello.
Hey, love, how are you?
Good, you okay?
Yeah, good. I just need to find out where's the non-salted butter.
The one will have an S beginning and the other will have a U.
Yeah, I've got a U here. U-N-S. That one? Yeah, got it. So all you gotta do is just ring the missus. I reckon I'm done.
Shopping was a mixed bag of old and new reading strategies.
Let's go.
But the next challenge, following a recipe,
find your spot,
will be a way less forgiving task.
Welcome to the kitchen.
With their groceries in hand, it's time for the second part of the Shop and Cook Challenge.
Welcome to the kitchen.
And it's all about taking steps to be able to carry out everyday tasks independently.
Let me welcome our guest. For over 25 years, he has been cooking and teaching globally, focusing on Australian cuisine. This is Chef Mark Olive.
Thanks, Jay. So, guys, how are you feeling today?
Excited.
Good. Excited? Yeah. So we're going to be cooking some really interesting Indigenous stuff, only unique to our country.
You have 90 minutes to complete this cooking task. So, let's get cooking.
Half the group will be cooking a main course of kangaroo pie. The other half, dessert, a chocolate damper.
Let's start getting your ingredients out.
So how did they go with their shopping list?
I didn't get 2 things at the supermarket.
What do you need?
Thyme and...
I've got plenty. Sorted.
I got eating chocolate, not cooking chocolate, so...
There is no wrong chocolate.
Did you get the right butter, Mike?
Non-salty one. I'll always remember unsalted butter now.
They're 50 grams.
I hope that you are ready to go. This is probably the first time some of you have had recipes that you have to follow.
It's not easy. I love cooking, but the way that I cook is not from recipes. No salt. Learn how to do a couple of dishes on YouTube. If you see how someone else does it, it's quicker to sink in. So it's going to take me a bit more time.
I learned from watching my parents and my mum and my aunt. And, you know, that was in my head. And visually, for Indigenous people, that's how we learn a lot of the time, and orally.
Yeah. Dice, onion, sweet potato. I can read most of it. It's just making sure I don't miss a step. Add kangaroo and cook over high heat until brown.
Reading the recipe is one thing, comprehending it is another.
I'm like reading it like 10,000 times, but it's just not sinking into my head. Am I supposed to leave the kangaroo with the vegetables? It's really frustrating.
Marketer is a jump ahead of Celia, with her kangaroo already in the pan.
Oh, no. Take out the kangaroo.
I just thought I was reading the instructions for it.
Ahead of yourself, girlfriend.
Apparently, I've skipped a step. You're supposed to separate your vegetables and then cook your kangaroo separate from the vegetables.
You have 45 minutes to go, all right?
What do you mean? There's no way it took me that long to make dough. What the hell?
Over in the dessert section, Shelley's goal today goes beyond the task at hand.
Mum does the cooking in the house. Because my parents are going to go back to Port Macquarie, I'm going to be living independently. I'd like to be able to cook stuff possibly from a recipe. Like, I love spaghetti bolognese, and I'd love to be able to cook that myself. Improving my literacy skills is definitely going to improve my cooking skills, because I'll actually know how to read a recipe properly. Yeah. Chocolate hides many mistakes.
Will I put flour? No?
Yeah.
So flour, plain flour.
Plain flour.
Mike isn't far enough yet on his literacy journey to read the recipe, let alone understand it.
It would help if I can read it, wouldn't it? What do you reckon we should be doing now?
So he's resorted to a different method to complete the dish.
I'm just watching. Yeah, it's like watching YouTube, but live.
Perfect. Nice.
Ready to roll.
Ready to roll.
Yep.
It's going to be chocolatey.
Looks good to me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you have half an hour. You should be getting your recipes into the oven right now.
Looking very good.
While their masterpieces are cooking, the students need to think of a name for their dish.
What are you going to call it, Mike?
Unsalted whoopsie, I reckon. Unsalted whoopsie.
As in, like, what a disaster. What a disaster.
I love it.
Have they managed to pass this everyday life challenge? The proof, as always, is in the pudding.
First up.
Wow.
Marketing. So what did you name it?
Bush pie.
Bush pie.
Nice.
Did you have any trouble with the recipe?
I'd skipped some parts, but hopefully I made up for it.
Pastry's really good.
Great flavour too.
Well done.
Celia.
Like, I had to read the recipe a lot because it's not something I was familiar with.
That's really good.
Nice.
Is it? Thank you.
It wasn't just about cooking, but improving their confidence.
Goodness, for somebody who doesn't cook, this is amazing.
Yeah, I'm actually quite chuffed with this.
You should be chuffed because it looks really good.
My brain didn't skip too much of the steps, so that was nice.
It was never about perfecting the recipe, but giving it a go.
It was definitely a nice learning curve. It was like a puzzle, so I was like to try. It's good.
Yeah. There's that lightness to it too?
Surprised myself I did it. It's good. I mean, I didn't read every bit, but it was a good achievement. So I'm happy with that.
I mean, I'm really proud of you. Not only for being positive, but for just stepping out of your comfort zone, for being brave.
Well done, guys.
Well done. Thank you very much, sir. Have a great life.
With 6 weeks left in the intensive 9-week program, our students have been on quite a journey. So to celebrate their early achievements,
come on down.
This outdoor class will be taking a break from pen and paper.
Thought I'd bring you out into the fresh air. What I would like you to do right now is to think of a word that sums up how you feel right now. We are going to write that down into the sand. If you need a hand, Adam's there, all right?
What does this spell them in?
Blessed. Feel very, very blessed to learn, to be learning what I don't know before, now I know.
I've been wanting to learn to read for a long time. If I can learn a few words in this program and then whatever happens in the future, just give me the fuel to learn more, you know, pick a book up maybe.
As soon as someone is better at reading and writing, their whole life improves. But also, you know that there's a flow-on effect. For every parent that you help, there's a flow-on effect to their whole family. The essential thing to get started is the willingness to have a bit of a risk and to be willing to just get in there and try, because you're not necessarily going to succeed every time.
But learning as an adult comes with challenges of its own. For Shania, family matters prevented her from attending class, but today, she's back.
Ready.
You're ready, you are ready. Wow.
I'm ready to do this. Like, I'm ready to get myself sorted.
Yeah.
My future. I wasn't ready in school, but I feel like I'm ready now.
Yeah. You know what the beautiful thing about ready is? It has the word read in it. Isn't that special?
Yeah, I'm doing this for myself and for my son, because then I can show him and prove to him that, like, you work hard for whatever you want and you'll get it.
Torn. Wow, what a powerful word.
I'm torn about being so honest and open. I felt excited, but I felt nervous and embarrassed. Especially embarrassed. The real reason why I've waited so long, so it's been like 18 years since high school.
Wow.
So it's because of that. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
A lot of the people here don't have that embarrassment, so it's refreshing to be around people that are like that.
How'd that feel?
It's all right.
Feel all right?
Next time,
Kangaroo.
at the halfway point of the program,
This is what you did in school.
the juggle becomes too much for some.
You want to talk about it?
Being an adult sucks anyway most days, let alone trying to be an adult but be a student.
Words spring to life for marketing.
If you get the kids to be the dogs,
And whilst the learners inch closer to reaching their goals...
I can read that.
Yeah,
Well,
good.
Yeah, not memorise, actually read.
It's done. I did it.
A real-world challenge will take them outside...
Today, I want you to put your phones away.
Okay.
...and beyond their comfort zone.
I'm giving you 2 hours to navigate your way to me.
Continue past Manly Municipal.
I'm not going to be able to read that.
It's too hard.
We made it.
It's like the Australian race, but dyslexic version.